Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy, and welcome back to Google Play Weekly. This week we're going to talk about the death of a couple of Star Wars games, some new Google stuff, and Windows 95. Yep, Windows 95. So let's get started. First up this week, Google Play Games has been updated with better cross-platform support and material design. By far the more interesting part of the update is the new cross-platform support. Google has updated their C++ SDK to allow for real-time multiplayer. This means that developers can now code multiplayer on their iOS and Android games just one time instead of having to do it in Objective-C for iOS and Java for Android. Oh, and material design is now a part of Google Play Games, which is quite nice. Next up, the Google Play Store now allows you to pre-order movies. The feature is US only, which is probably going to make people mad, and that's understandable. Furthermore, most people don't understand why this is a thing that happens since it is a digital medium and digital mediums don't typically run out of stock. I think it would have been cool if they gave you like $1 off or something like that for ordering it early. You know, rewards for being the early bird. Nevertheless, this is a thing that happened, and now you can currently pre-order 15 movies in the Google Play Store. Today we mourn the passing of two Star Wars games that were made by Disney, and that is Tiny Death Star and Assault Team. Disney reportedly shut down these projects without telling damn near anyone, and that includes the public and even one of the developers. The popular opinion is that they're narrowing their Star Wars options down to better focus on Star Wars Commander, which was released a couple of weeks ago. If you have these games installed, you can still play them for the time being, but you can't get them in the Play Store anymore, so enjoy them while you can. A new poll that's been making headlines suggests that 49% of people would pay for a subscription service. Now this may seem ridiculous, but there are variables that should be taken into consideration. Netflix, Google Play All Access, and things like antivirus applications are very popular apps that require subscriptions in order to function. Since most people would buy a subscription to one of those things, that makes the 49% thing kinda make sense. I do know that a lot of people in the 51% are angry about this, and I don't really know why. It is just a poll, so it's not particularly scientific, but like I said earlier, it does make a little bit of sense. In our last bit of news this week, someone got Windows 95 running on an Android Wear smartwatch. You may be wondering why this is a thing, and it's because reasons. There is no point to this, nor will it get much, if any, support. These sorts of mods are done just to show that they can be done. Windows has made appearances on plenty of other Android devices, including the Evo 3D, so it's not the first time we've seen something like this. For those who are wondering, Windows 95 doesn't run very well on smartwatches at all, but it does run. So who wants to see some trending applications? As usual, if you want to check any of these applications out, you can find the links in the written companion, which is in the video description below. I know we're a bit late on this, but Fruit Ninja got a huge update last week, and we're talking huge. The team at Half Brick Studios rebuilt the game from the ground up to include more gameplay features, more characters, and more content. It keeps the same pricing structure as before, and the core mechanics are pretty much the same, but there is a lot of new stuff there, so if you haven't played in a while, you should definitely check this out. Obscure is a hybrid photo editing and messaging application that allows you to add a number of very unique filters. Some of the options include things like fire, a zipper, and blur. On the messaging side of things, it incorporates things like text scrambling and the ability to delete messages you've already sent, so if you're into security, this is a pretty decent messaging service to check out. It's currently free with no in-app purchases. Todoist received an update this last week that improves the Android part of their platform. The whole update is pretty much dedicated to integrating the new Karma system throughout the application. If you use Todoist, you should already have the update, and if you're looking for a fun to-do list application, you should try this one out. It's pretty good. Google Play Newsstand was updated this last week, and it has a little more material design goodness than it used to have. It also received some feature updates for magazine reading as well as improved topics. It's totally free, and it's a fairly decent newsreader if you're looking for one. Wear HQ for Android Wear is an application that aggregates pretty much everything you need if you have an Android Wear device. This includes accessories, news, apps, and watch faces. It'll also notify you when new Wear apps have been found. If you own an Android Wear device, you should at least try this one out. If you want to see the latest and greatest in Android app news and reviews, simply head on over to AndroidAuthority.com, click on that little menu button thingy at the top, and check out the application section. If you want to talk more about applications, we have a forums now, which you can go to at forums.AndroidAuthority.com and just check out the app section. I will see you there. Once again, I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you want to follow Android Authority, myself, or the rest of the video team, you can find our social media links in the video description below. If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there and in the video description below for you folks on mobile. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion, which is in the video description below, because that's where you're going to find all of the download links. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.